Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Happy beginning of the work week, and boo, the weekend's over. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live, or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hello in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I happen to be in central Kansas, and we're experiencing some thunderstorms, so you might hear some rain, you might hear some thunder. Hopefully we don't lose power, but if we do, I'll try to get back on after the storm is over, but let's keep going for now. I'm also live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably viewing and commenting from a different platform. And as always, if you like what you see and you think others should see this project, please feel free to spread the craft love around Facebook. Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. When you either like or heart or even share the video, that not only helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate it, but it also tells the algorithms on the specific platforms that you like this kind of content, and so it will show more content like this in your feed. So if that's something that you like, if you like this project and you want to see more, or you want to see more of my content, it definitely helps to give a thumbs up or hit a heart button. So I greatly appreciate it. Oh wait, and if you do decide to spread the craft love, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. I see that Jason is watching from the other door, and he's also reminding me that if you hear thunder, you might also hear a dog barking, because our dog does not like thunder. So with that, while people are still hopping on, let's go ahead and flip the camera, and I will show you our project. So we are working with the brand new heat transfers that Chalk Couture released at the end of June. This one was one of our samples and our tote bags from the ChalkCon that I went to at the end of the month, at the end of June. So this is a 70% polyester, 30% cotton tote bag. cross your fingers that they do release these heat transfer totes at some point. And then this was the heat transfer that we received at ChalkCon. So they come in a 2-pack. So you can get one for you, get one for a friend. So this is what they look like when they have not been used or have not been pressed. This is what they look like when they've been pressed. And be careful because they're super thin and they will stick together, but you should get 2 in a pack. So I'm going to put this one back in really quick because we don't need this one. If we have time, I'll try to do 2 projects this evening. Once I fight getting this back in. That's filled up so I don't lose that second one. Okay, so let me read the instructions. So on the heat transfer, it says, for best result, heat transfers are designed for use with a heat press on polyester or polycotton fabric, blend fabric items, and those polyester cotton blend fabrics must have at least 70% cotton or 70% polyester. It does work best with an easy press or a heat press that gets up to at least 360 degrees. It does say if the heat transfer design is larger than the heat press, tape the design into position on the surface with either placement tape or a heat resistant tape. Cover the heat transfer with parchment paper to prevent the design from bleeding through onto the heat press. Set the temperature of the heat press to 360 degrees Fahrenheit and the timer to 60 seconds, and that is best for most projects. Press with medium pressure until the timer stops. Remove parchment paper immediately while the project is still warm. Repeat steps as necessary until the full design has been pressed. So that's what we did on here. In fact, you can even still see before I put my easy press away, I need to try to press the seams of my bag away. So let's put that to the side. So we are going to be using This Girl Loves Jesus. I probably did not pick the right color of shirt, but I didn't have very many options. We're going to use the This Girl Loves Jesus heat transfer. And remember, it has 2 in it. I'm going to tuck that inside for right now. So I'm just going to pull out one. And you'll notice it does have 2 in it. I'm going to stick that back in there, put it to the side. Okay, so this is my t-shirt. I did get it at Walmart. It's one of the athletic brands of shirts, so it's kind of that moisture wicking material. I am going to, real quick, I should have probably had my easy press on, so it was heating up. So let's get that on over here. Okay, so we're going to turn it on. We're going to set the temp to 360. And then, oops, we want that to be 60. Is that what it said? Okay, so it's heating up right now. You can't. So it's funny that it lost temp. So it's going up. So I'm just going to set that over here for a bit. So I have a piece of parchment paper. I have my design. Oh, Oh shoot, and everything just fell on the floor. Ow! Hit my knee. Okay, so we're at 150. I think while it's still heating up, I'm going to kind of iron it a little bit. And actually, it's pretty good. I'm just going to give it a, just so that the surface where I am going to be placing it is mostly wrinkle-free. You want to make sure all your wrinkles are out, top and the bottom. And then I'm going to use this. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. So I'm just going to line the center of that up with my tag. And actually, I'm going to put it on the actual neck. I'm trying to get all. Okay, so we're at 315. Okay, so I'm going to grab my design. So this is the piece, if you're reading it backwards, that's the piece that goes down on the, and I'm actually going to do my little trick where I kind of fold it in half. I'm going to pinch this piece right up there, and that's going to give me my center tick mark. That means it's ready. Hopefully this is even. I'm going to use some of my heat resistant tape just to make sure that hopefully my transfer does not shift. Hopefully that's not crooked. So I've got some down here at the bottom. I've got some up here at the top. It's important that if your design is larger than your pressing surface, mainly your heat source, don't be wiggling it around like that. You want to put it in one place for 60 seconds, pick it up, drop it down in the other to cover the other portion for 60 seconds and lift back up. The more that you move your easy press around, the more your image may smear. Okay, hopefully this doesn't print onto the back. Okay, I'm going to stand up for this because it does say to use a medium amount of pressure. Press with medium pressure until the timer stops. Exactly. Jason says no ironing. Exactly. Okay, so here we go. You're literally pressing, you're not ironing. Well, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. Oh, and it's kind of slick, so you have to be kind of careful. A heat press works best because it literally smashes the project. Whereas this easy press, it was super slick when I put it down. And you can see my temperature dropped a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. I probably should also have some heat resistant gloves, but I do have one with my flat iron, but it's not accessible. Next time. As you can see to my right, those are all of the heat transfers that have been available. Some of them are out of stock right now and hopefully will be returning soon. Okay, so I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to place it back down. Oops. Oh, we're good. That was my temperature. That wasn't my timer. My bad. So, so the Jolly Christmas is returning soon. The Autumn Pumpkin Academia is returning soon, and the Vintage Christmas is returning soon. But there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you can choose from. So this would be a fun workshop. You could get several of your friends together. You could even meet here. You can use my heat press, my easy press, or if you have one, you could use your easy press. Okay. Hopefully I didn't burn my shirt. I'm going to start up here because the heat has not been on this part. I'm going to try not to move anything. Oh, look at that. A sneaky peeky. Now I can't get my tape off. I don't want to move anything in case I have to repress, but I can't get my tape off. There we go. That looks pretty so far. Ooh, where I thought it was going to be the same type of gray, it doesn't show up very well on the camera. It's actually kind of a green, a minty green color. So let's see if it pressed all the way down here. Ooh, it did. Ah-ha. No mess, no fuss. I bet I can use this tape again. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. That was easy peasy. Hopefully it didn't go through the back. Nope, didn't go through the back of the shirt either. There is what it looks like pressed. Super pretty. I really like it on the gray. Fun, fun. Give me some blue hearts in the comments if you love this design or if you think you want to try these heat transfers. Super easy. I didn't have to wait for anything to dry. So fun. Okay. Yay. And I have a church event this weekend, and that will be perfect. Okay, since that literally only took less than 15 minutes, and most of that was me blabbing, let's go ahead and pull out the heat transfer tote. On this one, there is one of those little silica gel packets in there. You do want to remove that. I'm going to iron this. Because it's super wrinkly. Plus that helps get kind of some of that moisture out of the fabric. Whew. Speaking of stinky. Okay, let's push that up there. Ooh, that'd be hot. Move my phone out of the way. Kind of use that as my guide. In fact, it kind of has a little center mark where it was folded in the package. Jason gave me some blue hearts, so we're just going to use the other transfer that's in here. And again, I'm going to find my center-ish So I folded it in half and I gently pinched it. So I think I'm just gonna line it up with that center mark. I think I'm gonna drop it down a little bit because I do like to put a tassel, and so the lower it is, the tassel doesn't get in the way. It's kind of, I think that'll work. You might want to move your self-healing mat because mine is now slightly bubbled. But that'll go away. Let's just move that out of the way. It's got a slight bend to it in the middle. I'll just re-iron it the other way. No harm, no foul. Okay, so let's put some, I don't know if I can reuse this. Probably not. It's probably not a good idea. So let's get some more tape out. So I got this at Hobbly Lobbly down the sublimation aisle. I think that'll work. I'm just going to push that up a little bit. Now remember, it's a little slick when you first get started, so try to just put it down without moving it. Oops. And don't move, try not to move it while you're pressing it. So I think this Easy Press is a 9x9. They have 5x5s, 9x9s, I believe, and I think they go 12x12, which that was the one that we used at Chalk Con. It was a bit excessive, but it was rather large. So again, 360 degrees for 60 seconds. You may have to do it in parts depending on how big of a press you have. You can also sublimate on wood. You can sublimate on metal. There's tea towels, t-shirts, socks, all sorts of things. Oven mitts. So I'm just giving medium pressure. I'm not holding down hard. And I'm definitely trying not to move my press because you may smudge your design. $15 more seconds. Oops. So if you're not into the whole silk screen transfer, if you're not into the chalk paste, if you're not into the ink, but you want to make your own t-shirts or gifts for other people, this would definitely be a great way to do that. Just like that, we has a t-shirt. I think that works. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to parkis my carcass. Oh, and then I will show you this way. So here is the tote bag we just made. This girl loves Jesus. Jason says, wow, beautiful. And then this is the t-shirt. In less than 30 minutes, I made 2 t-shirts. And let me see. Here, let's just, I don't know if you can, yep. So the prices that are shown over here are my pricing. I can't, let me pull it up bigger so I can see what, I can't even see that myself. Let's see. So it looks like they're $10 for a 2-pack. So $5 a piece per transfer. My shirt was less than $8, so for $13. It may even been cheaper than that. I threw away the tag. And then tote bags are normally $5 or $6, so for less than $15 a piece, I just made two pieces of apparel for myself or 2 gifts. Easy peasy. This would be a great co-worker workshop, team building for new teaching teams. If you want to get some girlfriends together, I gotcha. I can help you out. Super fun. I'm going to add a cute little tassel and we will be good. Okie doke. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. That was a quick, easy project. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let me see. Don't forget, I think we still have a retirement. Oh, tomorrow is the last day for the retirement party. So go check those out. There's 100 plus items that have been added to the retirement party sale. Some of them may have already sold out, but if there are any left, that retirement party sale ends tomorrow. We also have this month's Club Couture project. I did that last Monday. It's actually right up there. It's that tote bag. Super fun, super cute. The vegetable garden. So that is $25.99. And it comes with the B-size transfer. It comes with the tote accessory, and it comes with 3 ink singles this month. So every month you get an exclusive transfer that only club members get. You get either a chalkable or inkable accessory, and then you get 2 to 3 ink or paste singles depending on the type of project. So it's a great buy for $25. So the transfer alone, I believe, is $15, just if you were to buy it outright. So a tote bag and 3 ink or paste singles for another $10 is pretty worth it. But if you do want to save money on that, you can join the Perks program. So for $20, it does cost $20 a month. So think of this as your Crafty Prime account or your Crafty Prime membership. So you pay your $20. You in turn get a $20 product credit back to use during that month. And then you would also save a little bit on as a Club Couture. If you decided to sign up for Club Couture, you would also save a little bit of money there. But you always get 30% off of retail pricing. And then there's also special promos and deals for Perks members as well. So savings on top of your already 30% off savings, or promotions that only Perks members qualify for. We have quite a few collections out. There's the most requested. We have the Peanuts Summer, the Tiffany Thiessen Summer collection, the 2020 the Chalk Couture Summer collection, and I think there were probably more. Oh, and there are also some of the patriotic collections are in the last chance section and the retirement sale. So some of those are going away. Also, yeah. And then we also have the Tiffany Thiessen Autumn collection, and we have the regular Chalk Couture Autumn collection as well. So lots of yummy things. Hey, Miss Amanda. No, you're fine. I am getting ready to hop off, but let me show you our 2 projects we made. So Chalk Couture has new, let me go back to that screen, heat transfers available. So think sublimation. So any apparel, fabric apparel that is 70% polyester will work. So we made this This Girl Loves Jesus shirt, and because these are a 2-pack, I also made a This Girl Loves Jesus tote bag. So this is what the transfers look like. They come in a 2-pack. You need something that's at least 70% polyester, and it can totally work. So I made this tote bag at ChalkCon when I went in June. And then easy peasy in 30 minutes, just made a cute t-shirt and a cute tote bag. No mess, no fuss. All you need is a light jacket. All you need is a heat press. Amanda says she loves that. Well, get some girlfriends together and we can get some of these ordered and we can have a sublimation party. It could be downtown. It also might end up with a tassel on it, like this one. It could. It could also, if somebody wanted to purchase it before it goes downtown, I'd be down with that. It is, it's super cute for fall. It has some greens, some blues, some oranges. It is 14 by 15 3/4. So just let me know. I'll probably add a tassel to it because it's super cute. I don't know what that emoji is. I can't read it. Oh, she's raising her hand. She says, me, 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 me. Well, I'll get with you on Sunday. I have to figure out how much it would have cost. Yeah. But we were just figuring earlier, I think between the transfers and the tote bag and the t-shirt, I think both of these cost less than $15 to make a piece. So we'll come up with something reasonable. So I'll hit you up. And then don't forget, we also have the color of the month. It is still available when I made the cart link for all of the heat transfers, which I do have that linked in the description of the video, so you can go check out all of the heat transfers that are available. There are 3 at least that are currently out of stock, but those should be returning soon. So while you're loading up your cart with heat transfers, make sure you put $75 in it so that you unlock the ability to purchase Marigold, which is the color of the month, which I used last week in a project. So make sure you check that out. Check out all of the heat transfers. My Easy Press is talking to me. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening, and I will be live again, I think, on Wednesday. Cross your fingers. Ooh, there's some big thunder, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you thumbs up or heart on your way out, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.